Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today is going to be a type of grungy art journal. Now, I've been doing a lot of beginner art journal pages for the beginners out there who are either into art journaling or mixed media, want to get into it and, kind of being a little more cheap, I guess, while doing it. A lot of you are writing who are more, maybe a little bit more advanced than beginners, and want some ideas and some art journal pages as well. Also, my favorite time of year, Halloween's coming up, and I love me some skulls and all that, so we're going to probably be doing a couple things like that. But today, I'm going to do a grungy page straight from the grunge. The other day, I did I did this journal page and then did a quick video showing you how I grunge it out. And I used a paper towel here to get all this great texture, which I kept half of it just to show you, but you definitely can see the difference in the colors. Thank you to everybody who wrote about my nails. I am a hot mess. My life right now is a hot mess, upside down. I got so much going on, I can't even stand it. And then this medication made my nails break, which was something I was obsessive about because I had control over that. This one's real. This one's real. This one's real. And there's one more. I can only tell from the underneath because I can see that they're real. I think this one's real, and the rest I had to put nails on. And the nails, if you guys are interested in my nails and what I do, let me know, and I'll do a quick video on it. But it's been what I've been doing. Once in a while, I'll take them off just so they can breathe, and then clean them up a bit, and then put it back on so this can help them grow. But yeah, let me know down below if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing. I don't know. Okay, so like I said, this video will be either, I know I keep saying up in the corner. I'm trying to remember to put my cards up there. So you'll see if you click the eye up on top of my video, or anybody's video for that matter, it'll bring up links for other videos, and I will put how I did this whole beginner art journal page. Very simple, all at home stuff. And I will also put the video for this, how we grunged it out. Just a little FYI, Michael's right now, I think it's Craft Smart. Michael's is having acrylic paint 2 for $1 on sale. So go check it out if you don't have paint. Remember, 2 for $1 is really good. All you have to do is get your red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, and white. Roy G. Biv Black White. I say it all the time. You can get that probably for under $5. All of those, mix all kinds of colors and have a blast if you're starting out. So just a little thing there as well. So I have my page here that I'm going to do. I am not gessoing it. And I'm going to show you why. There's no reason to gesso this page. Let me move back. I don't know why I'm so off today, but it goes along with the way my day is. Okay, right there. So here's what I'm going to do. And this is a little bit more, we'll say advanced. I don't know. I hate saying advanced and not, but this, this is if you have a few more supplies. These things you can get at the dollar store, or similar things you might have sitting around. And that's about it. So I got this on the clearance, and they are chipboard stickers. Now, you don't have to, they don't have to be any certain color or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my delicious Mod Podge mat. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to leave it sit there for a minute. I'm going to open my chipboard. I don't know why I'm so off on there. It's driving me crazy. All right, you know what else is going to drive me crazy? Hold on. How do I open this? Here we go. I thought so. Okay, now I'm going to take these out, and it comes on both sides. Let me tell you a little hint. If you go to AC Moore or Michael's, and they have clearance sections, and they have all kinds of this stuff, like just stuff you would never even think about. Go look at it for 50 cents, 30 cents, $1. See what they have on clearance that maybe you can use. You'll be amazed. So I love showing different things for different things. Okay, so I just have this. No big deal. It's just stickers. And I have no care in the world of what's going to go down. I just want texture. However, if you want it to be a theme, if you look at these and you say, I want the background to be hearts, which maybe I'll do. Maybe I'll save those and we'll do a background of hearts and do a prettier page. That's what we'll do. So I'll show you how to do that. But you can do a theme. You can do whatever you want. I am going to just go put different pieces down. And I'm not worrying. Okay, they're sticky. They're sticky already, so that is a good thing. And I'm going to do both pages, I think. So I'm just picking, you know, like, what am I going to use this for? I have no idea. Maybe we'll do it there. Oh, see, it will stick up there a little bit, so I want it to make sure it goes flat. And these little flowers. I really like that arrow, so I'm really not feeling, I don't want to do that one. This is good, though. This we can point at the corner there. How much fun is that? We can push this one. You see what I'm saying? There's no rhyme or reason. It's just look at them and do your thing. Let's see anything on this side. Ah, yeah. I'm going to keep the cutesy out of it, though. Oh, that is really cool. I don't know if I want to say. I think I'm going to save that. Look at that. I'm getting projects. And I'm not even... I'm going to do one swirly because who doesn't like a swirly? Yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do one more. I'm just going to do this edge here and do it like, oh, I could do it like that. That would make it look edgy. Edgy, get it? Because it was, okay. All right, so that's what I'm going to do for that. And I'm going to line that right there. Now what I'm going to do, and like I said, they have sticks. If you don't have sticky side on the other side, if it's not adhesive, use your glue. You know, use your glue. But what I'm going to do is take black and white paper. Now, this includes book text you can use. You can use scrapbook paper. There are millions of scrapbook papers out there that have, that's black and white. You don't have to do letters, you know, text. You can do whatever you want. Make it yours. If you don't have it, use a piece of printer paper. My suggestion is to take your paper and wet it first. Then maybe you want to just smear some black and white on it, paint, you know, no rhyme or reason. You can do that before or after, but you want to wet it and like squish it out till it's damp and then glue it on, because it will then help it, you know, make these stick out a little more. You know what I'm saying? This is just tissue paper. I'm going to use, for now, I'm just going to kind of go with this paper. Okay. And like I said, use book text too. Wet your book text as well, because that will help you. So I'm going to kind of judge how much I want, because I'm going to cover all of it. And I'm going to take my nail here. You can use your knife too, your X-Acto knife. I just want a little fold where this ends so I can cut it and have a general idea and not have to work. Because sometimes working with, you know, all this paper is a lot. I'm just going in, not worrying how. You can tear it too if you want to have, and look, I got all this left. You can tear it though. You know, do your thing. And then I'm saving all this for another one. Or maybe on top, who knows. But I got a lot saved there. Makes me happy. Okay, and it's over a little bit. I don't care. You know what I'm saying. Now I'm going to take my brush, dip it in my Mod Podge, and I'm going to town. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to do half, 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 half. And what I mean by that is, you can see there's no rhyme or reason here. I'm going to do this half. Make sure you get those pieces that you stuck down on there gone. And then this half. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not put paper in between, which I will once I do this. You want to put some spare paper between so it doesn't get, especially, this is a homemade journal that I made. And, you know, so the papers sometimes aren't exactly what you call even. So I'm just going to lay this down on that half. Make sure it runs through here. And if you need to kind of cut it because it's a seam, it's okay. But then on that half, go around and really press down on those chipboard pieces. Remember, this could be chipboard you have laying around that has no adhesive on it. It doesn't matter. Use those. You can also, maybe I'll do a video on it, but you can also use paper. And you know what? I'll do a video on that and show you guys with printer paper what to do. So you kind of get the same kind of thing without, you know, and that'll be my beginner one. But this one I'm doing right here. Now let me grab paper to put in between. I have it sitting here. Just because I don't want to get, there we go. That. and that. There. Now I'm going to lift this up to where I start seeing the glue, and then take some more. Now I can be as messy and not worry about it because I got my papers in between. And I want it, you want it wet. You want it wet because you want it to stick. And it's also going to be sticking down these pieces, so, use white school glue. I got a video of that coming up as well. So don't you worry. Okay. So I got that. And now I'm going to just do like that, go around these pieces so the glue really gets those down there. Oh, come on now. 6 million projects going on at once. That's me. It's my brain. Okay. Doesn't matter if there's wrinkles. It doesn't matter. Now, I can see, I'm going to lift these off just so they don't stick. But you can see I have some hanging over, and that's okay. Make sure that the more important thing is that it's glued to, a little bit more here, it's glued to the paper underneath. That's all. And like I said, go down, go and get all this, see this all around these so it sticks, push and stick. And that's going to give you some texture. Now, what do we want to do? Now I don't want it to be this white. I'll probably be using more of this glue, but I'm just going to move this out of the way. And now I'm going to I want a neutral color like a tan, beige. You know what I mean? Nothing too dark. So, what are you? Yeah, we can use this. I think it's called parchment. Yeah, parchment. And you can see it's a off-white, a little browner. So here's what you do. If you have your paints, and this is beginner that you only have your Roy G. Biv black whites, or if you just have some paints, whatever. Watercolor, acrylic, we're rocking it all, okay? And I got a lot of you writing me to do watercolor in my mixed media, and that's going to be coming up too to help you out, because a lot of you are getting the Crayola watercolor markers and watercolor paints and all that kind of stuff, and you want to be able to use it in mixed media. So we'll be talking about that coming down the road. But if you have brown and white, I'd say about 5 drops of white and 1 drop of the brown, mix it. If you get a color similar, it's just off white, very, very light brown. Add more white if you want. And that's what we're going to go here. I want to take the white kind of off, right? So I don't necessarily have it. See how it's... And of course, I'm going to put water in here because I want to have that text. Now, you don't have to do all the text. You don't have to cover it so it's done all the way. I'm just going to smear that. I'm going to wet my brush and go in and just pull it down. Look how that delicious texture is coming out, right? That's such easy texture for people who do not have modeling paste, molding paste, texture paste, who don't have all the supplies maybe that you want right at the moment, but you want texture. And this can be achieved in many ways. Today, this is what I'm doing. Like I said, always look in clearance sections. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit more water here because it's a little thicker than I might want it. Okay, now I'm going to take my paper towel. And I go through paper towels like crazy. Go to the dollar store and get them cheap. And I'm just going to press it down and lift it up. Do the same thing. You know what? I'm going to spray it. Because remember, we want this dark. If you don't want it dark, or a darker color, grungier, leave it the way the pages are. But I don't want the pages coming through so much. And I'm just pushing on these pieces down in here. Okay. All right. So we got that. I'm going to hit it with the heat gun for a second. Just to get some of that moisture out. Okay, not too worried about it. I don't mind too much moisture at this point when I'm going to use stamps because, you know, it'll just kind of blow it out a little bit, and I'm okay with that. So, I just have very random stamps, not a big deal. This stamp, which is circles. This stamp, which is circles. It's like Punchinella. And then I got this, and this is from Stampendous. This is old as I can't even tell you. It's texture cubes, so you have this side. You have, and if you use all three of these, you get that look, right? But you have this side, you have this side, and you have this side. So you get three, or you can get a really cool look using that. So we're going to see where we're going. I just have some archival ink here in sepia. I don't know. A lot of my inks are dried out and gone because I abuse them with my mixed media. Because that's just what I do. All right, let's do this Punchinella first. Let's push this down on it and see if we get anything. Now, the reason I grabbed these, which I think a lot of the inks are going to be gone, and they might not be, is because it's okay if the ink's kind of, you know, you want it kind of grungy. So I'm just going and I'm going to press it. And you can see how it just gives you that little bit. It's all right. That's what you want. You want just little bits and pieces. So that's why I kind of do on the corners. Anywhere. Anywhere. You could do it on top of there. And you see I'm just going around. If you have Punchinella, use that if you want. I use all my items in the wrong ways. Because I just use them all. Use them all. Alright, so that one's done. And I got that brown. So what I'm going to do really quickly is I'm going to smudge that out a bit. I'm going to take my paintbrush. And I want it to be wet, but not too wet. So I'm going to just dab it off. And I'm going to pick a section. Like right here is a little, maybe a little darker than I want. I'm going to start on the outside edge. And I'm going to pull very lightly and lighten it. Just, I'm not even pushing my brush down. The water is going to... Now this is archival ink, so it will be waterproof once it's fully dry. But it's not fully dry yet. So I'm just pulling this out. Just a little bit. And you can see I'm going on it, take some of it off. I'm going to take some of that real hard color out. And I'm going to wet it again and dab it and dry it and just kind of go. Now I like that color. Who knows what I'll do at the end. But I don't want to blow too much of it out because I still want it to show. And you can see it's already starting to dry. Because it won't take off what I all want. And it's okay. All right. Okay. Not bad. Now I'm going to dry it. And you can see how it softens it up some, so it's not such a big. I'm just going to dry it real quick. If you have texture paste, modeling paste, whatever, molding paste, whatever you guys want to call it, of course, you can use that if you don't have this, but, you know, use whatever you have. Okay, I'm just going to fold that under so I see that. Now, let's do this. Let's see what the black is like. And I'm going to do that side. I'm going to just press it down a couple times. And let's see what this does. All right, very faint. And I'm just pushing it down hard. You know, if you have an extra mouse pad or something like that, you can put underneath. This is why my things don't last, because I do this. You could definitely put it underneath to give some like cushion for your pushing kind of thing. Oh, what the heck was that? Something went flying at me. I'm just laying it down. Got to come up with a better laying it down thing. You can see it's just adding like texture. Oh, in there we need some. I'll have to pull some in there. So I'm going to take my brush again before this dries. And it's wet still. And I'm going to see how I'm pulling some of that black. And then I'm just going to kind of put it inside there. I got to get something in here. But I'm just kind of... And we can use paint. It doesn't have to be this. Or, look, this is why things are ruined. I go in here like this. Look at that. See? Do not do this if you don't want to ruin your... I ruin them all. I have to go through them all and throw out because some of them I keep because, you know, I'm like, oh, I could get a little bit more out of it because I am cheap. All right, and you can see. Just run your brush. It's going to start drying, so it's not, you know, and we can go back and do more if we want after. And then I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun one more time. Okay, leave it sit for 5 minutes if you want it to fully dry. If you don't have a heat gun, it's okay. It's no big deal. Oh, this is looking so good. Let me see if I can pick it up. Look. Look how cool it looks. You can still see where it's a little wet, but look how cool. Just like very, very cool. And I got to decide, am I going to put something inside there? I don't know. But I have a few more stamps to put on. So I'm going to go in with black because you see we have the Punchinello look, and these are going to be circles, which is the opposite. And I'm just going to go in and just tap it in like that and tap over. It doesn't matter. Tap off the page too. It's great to have this underneath. You're getting some more texture for if you're going to use this in your art journal. I need some stuff over here. Okay. And that's it. And I'll just do that on there. Same thing. Wet your brush, not too wet. Dab it off. Here we go. And up here. And you're getting a gray, right? It's graying out a little bit, which is good. You can leave some as strong as you want. It's already drying. But it's pulling some of that ink off, which helps color the page as well. Look at that. And you see the page just gets darker and darker. And I'm just going over it like this to catch anything that I can that will smear. And look at that. Oh, it looks so grungy. Now, what you can do is take a darker brown and do what I did on the page where I did all the black. And it would really, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it. Let me get a darker brown. Oh, or green would be cool too. Like a green this color. Ooh, that would be good on there too. But we're going basic. I'm going to be basic today. If I can find a brown. All right, how about camel? Or how about honey brown or camel? Honey brown might be too light. Too light. What color are you? Oh, okay. How about coffee latte? Yes, please. All right. This is just coffee latte from Folk Art. Let's see. We'll do one side. I'm just going to do a little bit. Let's see what it does before I go all over the place. I have a wet brush and same thing. I'm not putting it everywhere though. I'm just going to kind of, and we're going to darken those edges up anyway. Okay, scrape some of that paint off. But I'm not going to put this back in the water because I can still do this page without, you know, getting more paint. And then I'm just going to kind of we're going to do those edges dark, you know. Oh, I like that. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but I like it. And you can still see the stamping and everything underneath, but it's very faint. And we'll do a few more on top, but I'm going for it on the other page. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to wet my brush again, kind of smear it around. And if you feel it's too much over here, you could lift it off a little more. But I'm kind of digging it. I'm not worrying about that. All right. Going like that. Now you don't even have to wipe it off, right? I'm just going to go in and give twists. And you can see I got a lot of water coming, so it's starting to rip. So I love doing the water. So I'm just dabbing it. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, so the last kind of the stamps I'm going to do is just I'm going to lay these out. This is the black. My dog's on the bubble wrap again, don't ask. It's been like that for a while. And I'm going to take all my stamps. Going to start with this. You start with whatever stamp you want. And just lightly lay it kind of down, just very randomly, so you somewhat see them. You know they're underneath. Do another one. Let's do this one. And I'm just going to go on the edges. And then do black. Yeah, I like that. How the black is coming up right now. Okay, very, very cool. I don't know if I'm going to do this one or not. Let's see. Don't think I really necessarily need it. I'll just kind of do like that. Not really needing it. Oh my God, my dog. Sorry. It's my dog. Okay, so I got a little bit more on here. Can I turn it so it smears? So now let's say you want to have these stick out a little bit more, just a little bit more. Now you can use if you're using a ink pad, you can use that, which is what I'm going to use, but you can definitely use black paint. I'm just going to wet my finger a little bit, go in here on the corner to take some of that off, and I'm going to go around just a little bit around these. See how that makes that like pop out at you? And just the edges. You don't have to do the whole piece. It just can be the edges, and it doesn't have to be the whole, 9 yards here. I just want to do some of it so it kind of pops out. And you can skip this if you want. You can also use paint and use whatever color you want if you don't want to use black. It's totally up to you. I like grabbing those edges, though, because that's what's sticking out. It's going to make it more 3D. I'm sorry, that's my dog. I got to really get that out of here today. He's enjoying it so much, I don't have the heart to take it out. I know. Okay, so you see that? All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the black first, and I'm going to run it like this off my finger. And see what it does? It adds like a little bit of the grunge there. Let's see if the brown would be better. I'm going to dip my finger in the brown as well. And do it in this. That's not going to be... I mean, you could do both colors, really. Because it's just crap. It's, supposed to look. And if you don't want to use this, use a... like one of the foam brushes. You know what I'm saying? Or a Q-tip. Or your brush. Doesn't matter. So you could see here, this is extra. That's why I was tucking it in on the other side, so I know. Because I'm putting an edge on there, and it's not the edge. There's the edge. So now I'll smear that on there. There we go. See the difference? How it just kind of... Same thing here. I got to cut that off. Just running my finger. On that edge. Definitely like the black more. Okay, I'm just glue down there. Okay. And then do up here, fold this in. Yeah. Oh, I love it. And you can go as dark as you want, use them more. I mean, do as you want to do. Okay. Grungy, grungy. So that's grungy. But now what I want to do is wash my finger off. Because I will itch my face. And that'll be about it for me. But you can see how permanent it is because it's staining my fingers. Okay, so you see, look at this deliciousness. Look at this. And you can do the same thing with a ATC card or inch, whatever you want. I'm trying to see if I bring my light over here. Can you see like how delicious it is? This is a tangerine color. I don't know. You guys kept asking me what color it is. I have to look. I don't look at colors. I just pick them up and put them on. All right, but look how pretty that looks so far. Now you can just leave it like this. This is a beautiful one. You can get gold paint, metallic paint, black, whatever you want. And you can go in and touch up these, right? And just put a little touch on there and bring a little sparkle. Gold would be great. You can get antique gold would be the best because it doesn't have that real shiny, but you can always, you know, dull it down a little bit. But put these in. So now what I want to do, which is totally, I don't even know why I'm going to do it, but because I should probably just leave this like this, but I want to put some sort of thing here. I'm a heart girl. I love the hearts. Hearts are easy. Hearts are easy to teach to people. Hearts are great. Hearts are great to put onto art journals and stuff, but we want to do an antique kind of heart. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take my, what is this called? Parchment. Now I got to decide, do I want the heart to be in the middle? Do I want it over here? Maybe I shouldn't do a heart. Maybe. Let me think. Wonder. The excitement. I have to think. Wonder if we do. Yeah. I know. I'm talking to myself because I just, to myself, I was like, I should do this. All right. I'm going to just go for it. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to use a rose. I'm going to use a rose. Roses to me, like, they remind me of, like, back in the day, like, old, I don't know, that's just something that never goes out of style. So I'm going to use this stencil. And you can use whatever you want or have. Okay, come on now. This is from Plaid, and it's number, oh my god, I have the worst time getting stuff out of a package. 30604. And they tape it in, which is fantastic. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is called Single Rose. And that it is. Okay, so do I want it here? Do I want it here? I like it in the middle. And I know it's not going to be exactly how I want it. But I would like to do, I'm going to do a painting with this concept. I don't know what I'm putting in the middle yet, but I'm digging the rose. So it's going to be flat. And I use my art journal sometimes for ideas to do canvases and paintings and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my parchment and I'm just going to squeeze a little poopies on a little ploopy. And then I'm going to take a scruffy brush, a pouncer, and I'm going in and I'm going to hold this down. Now they sell tape to hold stencils down as well. And I'm going to go in very lightly. Like, I don't have to have all of it in there. But I want the base of my rose. And I'm going to stick on this side right now. Because that's the side I'm holding. And it could be a tattered rose. It doesn't have to be, you know, spot on. And then I'm going to go over and hold this side. And do down here. Do here. If you don't have a heart and you don't want to draw one, cut it out of paper like we used to do when we were young. Which sometimes I still do. If you've been with me for a while. That's one of the first things I always show you guys, especially just starting out. That makes a great stencil and mask to do yourself. Okay. So I think I'm pretty good There. See how you can see it? And it's just that like that old tinge. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this paint here. I'm not going to clean it off, but I am going to find, what did I do with my dark? I need a dark brown. Why wouldn't I have a dark brown? Why? Oh, a light pink would be good too, like an antique pink. Oh yeah, that would be nice too. All right, found it. My raw sienna, and I'm going to use raw sienna and just lightly put it on top because we want that. And look how pretty that looks already, right? So I'm going to take just a little raw sienna and just ploop it here because I want that rusty kind of raw sienna look, right? And then I'm going to take my plopper, my scruffy brush, you know, whatever you like to call it. And I'm going to set this back down on, it's like a puzzle. Guess what? I'm not good at puzzles. I'm really not good at puzzles. Is it this way? See, this is, yeah, that's it. Oh, Kelly. Why people watch is beyond me. Okay. Now I'm just going in very lightly. And I just want it, you don't even have to have it on every part, right? I'm going to hold this. Try to hold it. I want it blended in though. Like I don't want it to be just sitting. And we can blend more in once we get the stencil off. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. Okay. I'm loving it. So now I'm going to take this in and I'm going to go on the side of it so I can get this outside, and I'm going to see how I'm just blending it a bit better. And if you find that you did it too dark or the color that you did too dark, just put a little more of the white on it to kind of push it back a little bit. It'll blend it. Or the parchment, whatever the lighter color is you put in there. And it will definitely push it back. And that's what you want. You want that, the color that pounces you in the face, but also that's in the background a little bit. So I'm going. Oh, I love this. This is definitely, I'm going to be doing this on the one thing I want to do. Awesome. And like I said, take that light and just tap it back, because you see, you still have it. It's delicious. Oh my goodness. This is so, I'm so excited. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do. I find it being very simple. I'm going to draw it real quick. I find it to be, you know, very simple, and you really can make it work with whatever you have. Book text, book paper. Go to the dollar store. They sell books for $1. It doesn't matter what the book is about. They have a lot of books on like pregnancy, and they have a lot of religious books, you know. I know some people are funny about ripping religious books apart, but, you know, find something else. These pieces are fantastic, but I will send, do a video showing you what else we could do there to get that kind of texture. Now, if you really want to be fancy and all that, because, you know, I love to be fancy, because I am so fancy, you can definitely go in. I'm not going to do it, but you definitely can go in with a brown marker or even a black marker. I would use probably a black water soluble marker, not permanent, because you can go in and kind of like smudge it out so it pops out a bit more. Do I have a... I don't know if I have a water soluble. Oh, maybe I do. I have a brown one too. Just so I can show you what it looks like if it's something that you want to do. Come on now. Where's my... it's charcoal. Well, charcoal would work. Let's see. See how you just go around and you follow it? And you can put the stencil back on if you want. And then you go in and you kind of... This is charcoal. But you can use a darker... like lead sketching pencil, but look how that really just makes that little part right there pop. So I can go up here and I'm following it just on the stencil itself. You can use your Stabilo. You can use your China marker. Look at this, how cool. And it just makes it pop that little, see, this is what happens. This is why I don't, I can go on for hours doing this stuff. Are you nuts? Look at me. And then I'll forget I have the black on my finger and itch my eye or my nose and walk into the store. I'm not going anywhere today, but you know what I'm saying. And then just smudge it out a bit. Look at that. Look how it makes those edges really pop. And you can definitely go in. You can do some. You can do all. It's up to you. Wherever you want to add a little bit of popping. Because this be popping. And like I said, you could put the stencil back on and do it that way as well. Oh, I just love how this blends. This might be a new obsession. Probably will be. And there you go. And you see how it just makes it all pop, and you can push it back more if you want, whatever. And it's done, and it's delicious. You want to put highlights or whatever, but the whole point is getting like an antique rose. Think about like an antique lace or something to that effect. Very few colors, a few items that you can really use things around the house to do. And look how pretty it came out. I mean, I don't think the camera's showing as pretty as it is, but it's pretty, if I say so myself. So, a very grungy, antique-y page, a lot of fun, not many things needed, and you definitely can, you know, can use different things if you think outside the box. So, as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Please share me around like I'm your loose friend. I appreciate it. And please share my videos just so, you know, I don't know, just to see if anybody might want to be doing this if they are a how do you say, what word do I, not beginner, but like a past beginner art journal page. But even a beginner can do this, I believe. Let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate it so much. Thumbs up, please, if you like this, because that's how I know you like what I'm doing. And let me know what you guys think of this. And if you guys do this, please do this. If you guys do this, tag me on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I love it. I love all that you guys are showing me. And beyond blessed I am. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.